And the Rockets have built a 22-point lead, hang on, and win it by 4 to wrap up this homestand with a win over the Lakers.
I thought certainly Jalen Green's shot making was huge for them, but Thompson just killed us all night, whether that was in transition with his cutting or on the offensive glass. I think there definitely is a difference in the sort of 1% athletes, and he's one of them. I think all NBA guys are in the 1% of the general population. He's in the 1% of the NBA population.
But look at this. Unbelievable. Mid Thompson. Heart over height, man. Blocking Bol. Give me that. I mean.
After ending the final game of their 5-game home stretch on a high with a win over the Lakers, the Houston Rockets flew out to the nation's capital for a game against the Washington Wizards.
State funeral was held today in D.C. for President Jimmy Carter, who passed away at the age of 100. And an interesting note, President Carter was the first president to host 3 major sports teams after winning championships. Ironically, one of those was the 78 NBA champion Washington Bullets. Remember President Carter today?
Since the Washington Wizards last won the NBA championship, 7 men have served 11 full presidential terms. The franchise have begun its NBA journey in the city of Chicago as the Packers in 1961. They renamed themselves the Zephyrs for their second season and once again rebranded in 1963 as the team relocated to Baltimore and became the Bullets. Following a decade in Baltimore, the team once again relocated, this time to Washington, D.C., becoming the Capital Bullets in their inaugural season before switching to the Washington Bullets in 1974. The championship team of 1978 were led by the top 2 picks from the 1968 NBA draft, the Big E, Elvin Hayes, and Wes Unseld.
Elvin Hayes, the top college basketball player in the country, was drafted number 1 and signed by San Diego. Wesley Unseld, another college star, was drafted number 2 and signed by Baltimore.
Unseld had spent his entire career with the Bullets, but Elvin Hayes' early career was spent in the city of Houston.
Number 44, Elvin Hayes, the Houston hero, and the Cougars now have the longest winning streak in college basketball, a 71-69 upset win over UCLA.
He helped grow the popularity of basketball in the region while playing for the U of H Cougars and returned to the city in 1971 when the San Diego Rockets relocated, becoming the first professional basketball team in the state of Texas. The Big E clashed with his head coach during his first season back in Houston, which was not the first time this had been an issue. This paved the way for his move to the Bullets, where he would achieve his greatest success in 1978. After returning to the finals in 1979 and losing, he spent 2 more years in Washington before returning to Houston to spend his final 3 seasons before retiring at the age of 39 as the league's oldest player.
3rd all-time rebound. 3rd all-time points.
Elvin Hayes in the paint. Can he put it down? He does, and that's it. 25,000 points.
I thank Houston and the Rockets and just really all the fans and to have had the opportunity to play for you.
The Bullets wouldn't put together a competitive team for the rest of the century. In 1997, they renamed themselves to their current namesake, the Wizards, due to the owners' concerns that the Bullets moniker was helping promote gun violence in the region. In the 2000s, Gilbert Arenas led them to the Eastern semis, where they were swept by the Heat. The team would reach the East semis 3 times the following decade with different incarnations of the John Wall, Bradley Beal, Marcin Gortat teams. The Wizards haven't been able to win more than 35 games in any of their previous 6 seasons, hitting an all-time franchise low of just 15 wins last year. The game between Houston and Washington on January 7, 2025 was one that Ime Udoka's team were expecting to win comfortably.
Rockets taking on the Wizards for the second time this season. The Rockets won back in November, 107-92.
Having to run down there, come up with this loose ball, having the recognition of the shot clock, 3 seconds, and pulls from the logo.
5 seconds to go. Thompson over the green to close the second. Three will put the Rockets up 2. Back to Green. Wizards got to get back on defense.
Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun took the game over in the third quarter, scoring 36 between them, breaking the Wizard spirits heading into the fourth, where Cam Whitmore would twist the dagger in with 13 points on 4 of 5 shooting in garbage time.
This will close this one out as the Houston Rockets will pull off the regular season sweep of the Washington Wizards.
Good, how are you?
Good. So was there any type of conversation kind of throughout the last few weeks about possibly going down to the G League, or was it something that kind of happened recently?
It kind of happened recently, but I was super excited when they told me.
Jones ran out of real estate. Goes around the horn. Shepard, a 3, and he got it.
It was all positive on my end. Just super excited to get the chance to come down and play basketball. When they told me I wasn't mad, I wasn't upset. I was actually really excited. Just getting the confidence back up, getting the reps, getting back in the flow of everything. Basketball is a hard game to play when you don't play the game a lot. You can work out as much as you want, but getting in the rhythm and the flow of the basketball game is really hard to do if you're not playing. There were a couple of the guys text me today and were telling me just to go out and have fun and just enjoy it. It's really cool knowing that they're still keeping in touch, and those are my teammates. So it's really cool that they kind of have my back no matter what. I think I'm supposed to head back Sunday morning, but we'll see how it all plays out. But in the meantime, I'm super excited to be down here, and I'm looking forward to the week of practice, the week of workouts, and these next 2 games that we got coming up. So hopefully we can get out and get 2 wins while I'm here.
Goes all the way around. Hinton picks it up. Shepard again. He's got 46 now.
Back in the big leagues, Reed Shepherd's teammates were leaving the nation's capital, headed for Memphis, Tennessee. The Rockets had leapfrogged ahead of the Grizzlies for second place last weekend and now look to solidify their position in the standings in this head-to-head matchup between the 2nd and 3rd seeds in the Western Conference.
With Ryan and Vanessa, I am Craig as we get you ready for the Rockets and the Grizzlies, a matchup of number 2 versus number 3 in the West. Edie for the Grizzlies. Edie wins it, Memphis has it, and for the second time on this 3-game road trip, basketball is underway, and we're so happy to have you with us for this exciting game. But Memphis strikes early. and strikes first. Now the Rockets have it for the first time. And there's the former Grizzly, Dylan Brooks. They're going to tee him up. He hung on the rim just a tad bit too long.
Houston started strong, scoring 45 points in the game's opening quarter and maintained the lead heading into the fourth quarter. Green and Sengun once again led the team in offensive production.
Foul again. This has been a game that's featured a lot of fouls, a lot of free throws, a lot of whistles, and the Rockets are about to take free throws number 38 and 39. The Grizzlies have gotten up 25 of them, and it's awesome. And Sengun has been here tonight. He has now missed 8 free throws himself.
Sengun struggled from the free throw line throughout the contest, shooting less than 50%, and as the game was coming to a close, points were getting harder and harder to come by.
Van Vliet the crossover, the drive. From 18, jumper good. Closing seconds of the ball game. Bane hit the shot, but guess what? It's not going to count because the Grizzlies go in a timeout. Defending the impact. Morant comes into Bane, fouled by Van Vliet, only took 0.6 off the clock.
The Rockets held on to the lead down the stretch as the game became a free throw contest.
The line, 3.2 to go, his team down 2.
Violation.
On Memphis! Makes them both.
Aaron Holiday remained calm at the line and Houston earned the 25th win of the season.
The Houston Rockets. Since they've lost to the Celtics, they've won 3 straight. Alpi Sengun. He's an all-star. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
He'll be an all-star. And he had 32 last night, 12 for 20. 26 against the Wizards. It's the Wizards, 12 for 23. He averages 20 and 10, shoots 50% from the floor, and he averages 5 assists. And you know, one thing I love about basketball, unnecessarily fancy passes, and Alperen Sengun will give you 1 a game.
The team were due to travel to Atlanta for an early Sunday game against the Hawks, but due to icy weather conditions the game was postponed and the Rockets traveled back to Houston where they would face the Grizzlies once again, this time looking to lock up the season series and secure the playoff tiebreaker over them.
Juking into blood on Sengun, lost his balance, and gave the Grizzlies the lead. Fans rising to their feet. Number 2 versus number 3 in the West. Again, 2 on Green, gets by the 2, drives in on Clark, Hayes banks, hits Houston by 1.
When in doubt, do what you do best. Love that from Jalen Green. Now you got to get a stop.
He's tied his career high with 42, and Morant loses the ball.
I guess he just make this and try to get a steal.
He missed them both! Rebound Houston! And they foul Van Vliet with 2.7 to go.
Let him shoot it.
Bane for 3 with 0.4 to go. What a half he's had. Into Van Vliet, and the Rockets make it 3 for 3 against the Grizzlies this season.
I'm going to give this kid maybe the best compliment. You know what Thompson is. He's a super Tony. He's everywhere. Watch his ass. He's everywhere. Because he's long. He's long.
First team all defense.
He shoots over 50%.
Well,
hey, no, 50% from the field, but he's not going to make threes. Yeah. Free throws are super dicey too.
Super dunker guy.
But when he is on the court, it is absolute havoc.
Yeah. Yes. He had 5 blocks as a guard last night.
He is unbelievable.
Double-double. What a double-double.
Hey,
he's
everywhere. And then, it looks like a track star flying up and down the court.
There's a man, Thompson. Ahead to Green, pulling back history. Yeah!